Hello everyone, I'm very happy to see you again on the Wonder Garden channel. If you are new to growing orchids, today I will guide you through an extremely simple yet highly effective method to revive orchids that have rotting tips or leaves like these. Don't rush to throw away weak orchids, because with just a few common ingredients you can find right in your kitchen and a few simple preparation steps, you can help them recover completely. After applying this method, the plants will quickly start growing again, produce new roots, greener leaves, and soon bloom once more. So, let's get started right away. First, the most important thing we need to do is remove all leaves and stems that are rotten or show signs of disease. Carefully cut off each affected part, making sure not to let the infection spread to the healthy parts. This step helps clean the plant and creates conditions for it to recover and grow again quickly. After removing the rotten leaves and stems, the next step is to inspect the plant's entire root system. Gently lift the plant out of the pot, taking care not to damage the healthy roots. Next, we will remove all the old growing medium, as it often harbors harmful fungi and bacteria that can cause the plant to rot further. Replacing it with fresh, clean medium will help create a well-ventilated growing environment, allowing the roots to breathe better and encouraging the growth of healthy new roots. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. After removing all the old growing medium, we can easily observe the plant's entire root system. At this point, prepare sterilized scissors or a knife and gently cut away any rotten, dry, damaged, or dark brown black roots. Removing these unhealthy roots is very important because they can no longer absorb water and nutrients, and they may serve as a breeding ground for bacteria and fungi, causing the rot to spread to healthy roots. After removing all the old growing medium, we can easily observe the plant's entire root system. At this point, prepare sterilized scissors or a knife and gently cut away any rotten, dry, damaged, or dark brown black roots. Removing these unhealthy roots is very important because they can no longer absorb water and nutrients, and they may serve as a breeding ground for bacteria and fungi, causing the rot to spread to healthy roots. After rinsing, place the plant in a well-ventilated area for about 15 to 20 minutes to let it dry completely before proceeding to the treatment and replanting stage. To treat and help this orchid recover, I will use cinnamon powder. Cinnamon is a natural ingredient that contains strong antibacterial and antifungal compounds, which help inhibit the growth of fungi and pathogens that cause root rot and leaf rot in orchids. Today, I will use 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder and dissolve it in 500 milliliters of warm water. The warm water helps the nutrients in the cinnamon powder dissolve more quickly, creating a pleasantly fragrant solution that is rich in antibacterial compounds. After stirring well, I will let this solution sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. The next ingredient I will use is a fresh aloe vera leaf. Aloe vera is rich in beneficial nutrients such as vitamins A, C, and E, as well as minerals like calcium and magnesium, and especially natural antibacterial compounds. These nutrients help wounds heal quickly, stimulate the growth of new roots, and boost the plant's overall resistance. After chopping the aloe vera leaf, I will put all the gel into a blender. Next, I add 500 milliliters of clean water and blend it thoroughly. Blending well ensures the aloe vera gel is fully broken down, creating a smooth, nutrient-rich liquid mixture. After blending, I will let the mixture sit so that the nutrients from the aloe vera can fully infuse into the water. After about 30 minutes, once both mixtures have fully infused and dissolved, I will strain out the solids. This cinnamon and aloe vera mixture is a natural miracle potion for orchids. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. To ensure the plant's safety and prevent the solution from being too concentrated, I will dilute this mixture with an additional 1 liter of clean water. Diluting it makes the solution gentler, suitable even for newly trimmed young roots, without causing shock or burning. Once the plant has been allowed to rest and dry completely and the cuts have healed, I will soak the entire base and roots of the orchid in the diluted cinnamon and aloe vera solution. While soaking, I make sure all the roots are fully submerged so that every cut is disinfected and able to absorb the nutrients. I will leave the plant in this solution for about 15 to 20 minutes. This is the ideal time for the antifungal compounds from the cinnamon to penetrate deeply into the root tissue, eliminating any remaining pathogens, while the nutrients from the aloe vera are absorbed by the roots, promoting quick recovery and boosting the plant's vitality. While waiting for the orchid base to soak in the solution, I will use the remaining mixture to care for the other orchids in the garden. This is a very economical and effective method, as the cinnamon and aloe vera solution not only disinfects but also provides nutrients to the entire orchid collection. First, I use a soft cloth or cotton pad soaked in the solution to gently wipe each leaf. Wiping the leaves not only removes dust, dirt, and mold that may have accumulated on the surface, but also allows the leaves to absorb sunlight more efficiently. This improves photosynthesis, helping the plant grow stronger and healthier overall. In addition, the nutrients from the aloe vera and cinnamon are absorbed directly through the leaves, enhancing their vibrant green color, giving them a natural glossy sheen and strengthening the plant's resistance to pests and diseases. Over time, this simple care routine contributes significantly to the overall vitality and appearance of the entire orchid. Next, I pour the remaining solution into a spray bottle and mist it evenly over both the leaves and roots of the hanging orchids in the garden. Misting not only helps create the necessary humidity around the plants, but also cools the leaves, providing a more comfortable microenvironment that reduces stress on the plants. At the same time, the nutrients from the aloe vera are delivered directly to both the leaves and roots, allowing the plants to absorb them more efficiently. This method is one of the fastest and most effective ways for orchids to take in essential nutrients through their foliage, supporting rapid recovery, stimulating the growth of new roots, and encouraging thicker, greener leaves. Over time, regular misting with this nutrient-rich solution helps strengthen the plant's overall resilience, improves their resistance to pests and diseases, and contributes to a lush, vibrant garden full of healthy, thriving orchids. Finally, I use the remaining solution to water the base of the orchid pots. Watering the base allows the solution to penetrate deeply into the growing medium, effectively disinfecting any harmful pathogens while simultaneously delivering essential nutrients directly to the roots. This helps the roots grow stronger, healthier, and more firmly anchored in the medium, providing a solid foundation for the plant. Over time, this thorough care not only strengthens the overall structure of the orchids, but also improves their ability to absorb water and nutrients efficiently. As a result, the plants become more resilient, vigorous, and well prepared for their next blooming cycle, ensuring lush growth, abundant flowers, and long-term vitality in the garden. After about 20 minutes, once the plant base has soaked for the full recommended time, I gently lift the orchid out of the solution. At this stage, the roots look noticeably fresher, cleaner, and revitalized, showing the immediate effect of the treatment. I then use a soft cloth or a clean paper towel to carefully blot away any remaining moisture from the roots. This step ensures that the roots are dry enough to prevent rot or infection, while still retaining enough humidity to stay healthy, preparing the plant perfectly for replanting. To protect the cuts on the orchid, I use a small amount of candle wax to seal the wounds. First, I gently warm the tip of the candle so that the wax becomes soft and slightly sticky. Then, I carefully apply a thin layer of wax directly onto each cut, ensuring the entire wound is covered. This wax layer creates a protective barrier, preventing bacteria and fungi from entering the plant tissue and reducing the risk of infection. At the same time, the wax helps retain moisture around the cuts, promoting faster healing and reducing stress on the plant. The next step is to replant the orchid into fresh growing medium. I will choose a pot that has been thoroughly cleaned and prepare new dry pine bark as the growing medium. First, I place a thin layer of growing medium at the bottom of the pot. Then gently position the orchid in the center, making sure the roots are evenly spread around. Next, I gradually add the growing medium, filling around the base until the plant is firmly secured and does not wobble. Finally, I cover the surface of the pot with a thin layer of moss to retain moisture and create a suitable environment for the plant to develop new roots. Replanting the orchid into fresh, growing medium after treatment and nutrient soaking provides a clean environment free of pathogens, allows the roots to anchor easily, promotes healthy growth, and quickly stimulates new shoots. After about 3 to 5 days, once you notice the roots beginning to show signs of freshness and vitality, you can perform the first gentle watering and continue caring for the orchid according to its regular maintenance routine. Although this resting period may seem simple, it plays a crucial role in the plant's full recovery. It allows the roots to firmly anchor in the growing medium, reduces stress on the plant, and prepares it for the healthy development of new leaves, robust root systems, and future bursts of vibrant, abundant blooms. Giving the orchid this initial recovery time ensures stronger growth and long-term vitality for the plant. After about 3 weeks of care, you will begin to notice very positive signs from the orchid. A small, delicate shoot will emerge right next to the base of the plant, an unmistakable indication that the orchid is recovering very well. Upon closer observation, you will see new roots, pale green or translucent white in color, starting to grow and firmly anchor themselves into the growing medium. This is a truly exciting and highly anticipated moment, because when the orchid begins to produce new shoots and fresh roots, it is a clear sign that the recovery process has been successful. It shows that the plant is regaining its strength, establishing a healthy root system, and is on the right path toward vigorous growth and future blooms. I will continue to care for the orchid regularly using the cinnamon and aloe vera solution. Each week, I use the solution to wipe the leaves, mist, and lightly water the base, ensuring the plant absorbs nutrients consistently. Thanks to the antibacterial compounds from the cinnamon, the orchid is continuously protected against the risk of fungal infections. At the same time, the vitamins and minerals from the aloe vera nourish the root system, stimulate the growth of strong new roots, and make the leaves lush, green, and glossy. Results after 3 months. The results after consistent care are truly rewarding. The tiny shoot that once emerged has now grown into a healthy new plant, with deep green, glossy leaves. The roots have firmly anchored into the growing medium, extending long and strong with a healthy white color, showing that the plant is absorbing nutrients very effectively. This is clear evidence that, with patience and care, plants will respond with new shoots, fresh roots, and beautiful blooms, reflecting the love and attention we give them. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment to share your thoughts or your own plant care experiences, and subscribe to the Wonder Garden channel to continue exploring with me many simple yet effective plant care tips, helping your garden stay lush, vibrant, and full of life.